Yar or your waifu?
Waifu.
I think it's this. Oh,
Nope.
well, I was mistaken. I mean, is Drake your waifu? Can he be?
I don't know. I'm not really into like the chubby guys.
Oh, come on, dude. That's just body shaming. I didn't think you were like this.
Ooh, volcano. Cool.
Yes, it's a dumb mission, but it's fine.
Hawk Flax here.
Hello.
Why? Just like this is why. He's supposed to be implementing my plan elsewhere. He said he's got something to talk to you about.
Yes, that says hi as well.
Very well. Send him in.
Heard you were launching an attack. Ah!
Yes.
Oh. Near the volcano.
That's correct.
Sounds dangerous.
Which is why we're doing it.
Okay.
The volcano disrupts the air currents. Our enemies will be unable to use their best troops, their air force.
Too bad they just captured our lab and got this new ground unit. And they have a ground unit specialist. But there's lava flying everywhere. Our own troops are being injured too.
Which means what to us, exactly?
Oh.
Ooh. Any losses we incur are acceptable in the name of victory.
But the strength of the enemy forces attacking my front.
Now I see. This is all about you. Pretending to be concerned about your troops when it's your own skin.
Well, no, that's...
Before you question my plans again, I suggest you win a battle with one of your own devising. The lava's going to make little people pancakes.
I love that that's just the ending of that.
Yeah.
Flash coming like, lava!
The enemy's preparing to attack near the volcano.
What are you going to do, Eagle? You can't fly near that thing.
In that case, we'll meet the foe on the ground.
Yes, my specialty.
Hold on, Eagle. You know you're not at your best on the ground. Let me take care of this. Ground combat's my specialty.
No, it's mine.
Hey, Jess, stop right!
He's gone.
Does she think you can decide who's going? Who does she...
Eagle, Jess is right. Let her take care of this.
Just, I know she's right. I'm just letting off steam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Perfect timing.
I've let off steam today as well.
Yep, clearly.
A lot of steam. Yeah, this mission,
Dude,
I
cool
don't
volcano.
like. I don't like it. It's a gimmick mission, but it's just kind of an annoying gimmick. Should I leave it up to the game to explain
Yeah.
and just play like I usually play?
Yeah,
and
just
glance at my right screen every once in a while because I don't have anything on there.
Oh god.
Cheat sheet.
Oh god, fat guy, what are you doing?
I'm looking at Google.
Are you looking at porn?
Google image.
Do you need porn as a confidence boost?
Yes.
Are you looking at
Yes.
Sammy?
We've talked about this. It happens during streams sometimes where we get confidence. Like Niminator.
Yeah.
Niminator. What am I gonna do actually? I'm gonna rush up. I got a little rush up. Rush up, rush right. Rush everywhere. I'll capture that city. And I get an APC ready to go up. Did you want to say something about the Switch some more? Because I felt like Eagle interrupted you. I know he's rude, but just let him be. It's Eagle.
I mean, I honestly forgot at this point.
Oh, never mind, Lenny. Guess who interrupts you? Lenny, can you hear me?
Lenny, can you hear me? Shut up, I need to talk for a second. Eagle, what is it? It seems that the lava from the volcano falls in a set pattern.
As volcanoes do,
Yes.
you know.
Oh, that
Very
nature,
methodical.
always completely predictable. Mm-hmm. If you can decipher it, you might be able to use it to your advantage.
The Cypher volcano?
Yeah. That's good intel. Thanks. Don't endanger yourself by trying anything foolish. Luck be with you. Ooh, that looked cool.
Yeah, alright. Did you get the gimmick, Lenny?
Yeah, once in a while it's just gonna spew lava at like those spots. Or like some
we'll
set
see.
spots.
Oh, yeah. Yes, maybe. Maybe we'll see some more. I would tell you to talk, but maybe Hawk will talk. Hawk doesn't talk. Alright, you can finish, Lenny.
Well, I don't even know what I was saying.
It was something about the Switch. I just don't remember what. Oh, look at the volcano. Ooh. And there you see what happens. If a unit gets hit, it takes 5 damage.
No.
And Hawk just doesn't give a fuck and puts his units in volcano fire all the time. That basically what it is. It's like even number turns and odd number turns have the lava land in the exact same spot each time.
Ah, okay.
And it's like, I would count, it's like 8 odd places or something. Let me actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 1 But anyway, it's always the same spaces. If you know where it is, cool. And I just have a cheat sheet that tells me where they are because this mission is annoying enough as is.
What, I thought you were looking at Sammy porn.
Well, yeah, that's my cheat sheet.
Oh, it's a picture of like a naked Sammy.
It's her butt, and that's
pointing to like a map where all the lava falls.
Yes. Actually, we'll vroom. And I'll build more vroomies. Vroomy zoomies. I don't know what you were talking about. You were definitely interrupted, but I don't remember what.
I think we were just talking about like the GameCube being very powerful, and then they were like, okay, let's just keep that when they made the Wii.
Now I'm really wondering what you were gonna say.
And then, oh no, wait, no, I was talking about like how cool it was to be like, wow, Nintendo games in HD. Because Nintendo was always standard definition, even when other companies were going HD. Like, I remember when they first showed off Pikmin 3, I was like, wow! Look at that! Look at that foliage!
Look at that water!
Yeah, nice water.
Look at that photograph. Every time I look, it makes me laugh. Huh. Anyway.
Yeah, but like, I remember... I think it was... Yeah, I think when Super Mario 3D World got shown off, I do remember being like, oh man, an HD Mario, like 3D Mario game, and then it showed that, and I was like, oh.
Oh, 3D World, yeah. When its initial initial reveal was met with a lot of, well, naysayers, let's call it that. People being like, oh no, it's just like so lame. It's like 3D, we're 3D Land 2, but it's on a home console. Why is this a thing? Hey, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
So shut up.
Yeah, that was definitely
Don't have an opinion. Yeah.
Like, when the first trailer came out, it was like, oh, what is this? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. But then, I think like instantly, like the second trailer came out, where it like starts off with Bowser. Well, no, it ends with Bowser in his cool car, and it shows like Histocrat, and it shows like the new power-ups, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, never mind, this is actually really cool.
Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I haven't been looking at my Sammy porn, so... But I don't think I've put anyone in danger.
Oh, please,
One
give
thing
that
I
poor girl
definitely
some
remember,
attention.
this city is a fire city. It's pretty fire, pretty lit. Yeah, but some like video game trailers, I think it's interesting how it can make or break sales for a video game. And some video games like are really bad at representing what the game actually is about, but that doesn't always mean it's a bad trailer. And one that always comes to mind for me is like Breath of the Wild, like the second trailer. It's so bad at representing what the game is, but it's like an incredible trailer.
Yeah, I definitely know that a lot of people are like, oh shit, there's so much plot on this, awesome. And then they play the game, it's like, where's the plot?
It's every once in a
Like,
while.
there is cool plot in the game, but it's like 5% of the game.
Mm-hmm. But the game was still awesome, but just in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, honestly, the first Breath of the Wild trailer is still like the perfect trailer to me.
What the fuck are you talking about? No, the second, like the final, the Switch release trailer.
Yeah, I know that's the trailer you're talking about, but I think the first one is my favorite.
But the music, Lenny!
Yes, exactly, the music in the first trailer.
It's in Smash even, and it's worse than the trailer music.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you mean kind of? It is. Like the Smash remix of trailer music, which is weird, actually, if you think about it.
Just the fact that they decide, like, yeah, this music from the trailer, let's put this in Smash.
This music from the trailer that is not in the game, let's put that in Smash, yeah. It's really fucking kick-ass track, though. Actually, rewatched the trailer today, so that's why.
Oh.
It's fresh on my mind.
Yeah. No, sometimes I also, like, just rewatch. Like, I know, sometimes it just randomly pops up, like, wait, why is the Breath of the Wild trailer in my recommended videos? But then I watch it and it's like, oh man, such a good trailer. Because, like, I remember, like, after, like...
You mean the first one? Can you remind me what the first one's about?
Well, the first one just starts off with, like, nature.
And 1 second, please. Nature. Oh, this sucks. Next turn, there's lava gonna land on the sea. But I'll capture, it's fine. Quickly, I'm gonna explain myself. Actually, if I put this APC here, he might just fire on the APC. Probably not, but I'm gonna build a Neo tank here. Even though this artillery can fire on the Neo tank, I think it's fine. It'll take like 3 damage. And then it'll get repaired next turn, so it's fine. You might think this is dumb, but no. Neo tank, it's my specialty. All right, go ahead. Nature. It's all nature.
Let's start with just beautiful nature shots. And just very slow paced. And then suddenly this, like, you know, Link jumps off the cliff and then he floats off with his
Oh, is that the trailer where he still has the cloth?
Yeah, he
Instead
has
of the
cloth.
paraglider?
Yeah, and then that's when the main theme starts playing. And then he's walking out through a forest, he cooks some food, and then suddenly you see him climbing a tree, then a wall, and then a mountain. Then he's using bows and arrows. Like, it just shows off the gameplay loop where it's like you're walking around, getting stuff, exploring. You have a bow and arrow, you have a sword, then you fight enemies, and it shows a little bit about the environment. Then it shows a Cryonis, and then it's just exploring with, like, these beautiful, huge landscapes. And the main theme starts playing. And it's just the fact that after, like, so many years of no information about this game, and just being so secretive about it, and then just suddenly, like, here it finally is. And it was so beautiful. And then they followed it up with, like, 3 days of just constant Breath of the Wild gameplay. God, that was so much fun. I love that. Because it's like, Nintendo said, like, yeah, we're only gonna bring Zelda with us. Like, we're gonna show one single
like,
game,
yeah.
and it's Zelda. And everyone's like, dude, you're fucking idiots. Like, you're only coming with one single game? How dumb are you? But then it's like, it was Breath of the Wild, and it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Alright then. Yeah. I mean, I remember that Switch reveal trailer is definitely the thing that sold me on Zelda, because I honestly wasn't a big Zelda fan at all. But then Breath of the Wild, it was like chef's kiss, you know? And I feel like the Breath of the Wild, like, people shit on Nintendo, we shit on Nintendo, but Breath of the Wild really set, like, a precedent for the video game industry for, like, years to come.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, when you look at it now, Breath of the Wild really isn't, like, it's still a good game, obviously, but, like, so many other new open world games have, like, expanded on what Breath of the Wild does and do it, like, a million times better. Just a more fun and refined gameplay loop, basically. What was my point even gonna be? Like, yeah, Nintendo, like, definitely, like, when it's deserved, like, like when respect is deserved, it definitely also should be mentioned. And they definitely like did something for the entire industry while being the front runners. And people looking back can be like, yeah, I don't think Breath of the Wild is actually that good. But then you're just ignoring what it did for the entire industry.
Yeah, I mean, I understand people who are like, that they don't like Breath of the Wild because, I mean, if you like Zelda for the Zelda formula, I can understand getting upset at Breath of the Wild because it's not that at all. But, I mean, still, it's just such a... Like, I like both kinds of Zelda, because, like, it was after Breath of the Wild and stuff came out, like, I think it was, like, last year, I played Twilight Princess for the first time, and I had an amazing time with that game. Even though, like, I could complain, like, oh, it's so linear, and oh, I can't climb these little walls. But, like,
well,
dude, like...
that just...
But it's like, it's not that kind of game. And, like, the dungeons are so good in Twilight Princess. It's just such a fun game. Even though it plays completely differently.
Yeah. I do feel like going back to standard Zelda is just a thing that wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they should go back to that style, but I do think that with Breath of the Wild, it was like, okay, let's just go completely like open world, and it's just an entirely new thing for the Zelda franchise. But I do think that now that they've established that, they can like insert more classic Zelda stuff into this open world format. Like, you know, just more stuff like, you know, classic Zelda items like the hookshot.
Yes, definitely.
Or
that's the thing. Breath of the Wild has like its core mechanics, but there's not that many, and it's cool that like you get it on the plateau, and then you can just explore the entire world. You have pretty much all the tools you would need, and just have fun with the physics, basically. But it's also limiting, sort of, in a way, because you don't have that many options.
No, I know. I think there's a lot of options. But I mean, it depends. Well, no, you have a set amount of things you can do, but you can do a lot of stuff with those things. But it's always the same things. Like, it's always cryonis or stasis. So yeah, they could add more. Like, again, we've mentioned it in the past, but Breath of the Wild is
we mentioned this, but not on recording. But yeah, go ahead.
Like Breath of the Wild is the absolute perfect framework.
Yes, exactly.
For a game. If they just, that's why I'm super excited about Breath of the Wild 2. It's like, if it's just Breath of the Wild, but they add more stuff. Like the biggest complaints about Breath of the Wild is the fact that, like, oh, it's so cool, super awesome, but I would have liked to see more weapon variety, more enemy variety, just more variety in general. So if that's what they focus on in Breath of the Wild 2, then bam, like, fucking yes.
Yeah, and the fact that they had like literal years to fine-tune it, I feel like a lot of that time, or some of that time, is probably used like them sort of scratching their heads, like, okay, how are we gonna make this like better? Or like, what can we add? What is too much? What is like? It's definitely like a fine line to walk to not make it like too complicated, so it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. And it also makes me like... like,
I didn't look at my Sammy porn.
A little... I'm not gonna say worried, because I'm confident that it'll be a really fun game. But, like, the fact that they're reusing the overworld was to be expected, honestly. They weren't gonna create an entirely new overworld. But I do wonder how they're gonna approach it, because they must know that they can't literally copy paste it. So it's like, how did they keep that same overworld while still making it interesting to explore for a second time?
Well, they made the Sky Dimension, or whatever that is.
Well, yeah, but that's all new stuff, but what's under the Sky Dimension is still the old stuff. So, I mean, of course they're gonna add like new enemy encounters, like there's the Talus with like the Bokoblin structure on top of it that they showed in the trailer. Like, just if they can get enough cool new little encounters like that, then it could be cool.
I definitely think, like, no matter what, unless something crazy happens, the amount of fun I had with Breath of the Wild 1 will not be matched. Period.
Oh, of course, like, the first game still had the whole sense of discovering all of this for the very first time. Now with Breath of the Wild 2, we know what to expect.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, okay, now we have been surprised and stuff, now just give us more stuff to do.
I feel like that's an annoying thing when like a video game comes out and you're like so impressed. For a long while, you feel like your gaming experience has peaked with that video game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, it's never gonna get better, or it's never gonna be as good. But then every once in a while, you go like a Deltarune or something. It's like, yes, it's still possible. Like, a couple that come to mind is definitely like Breath of the Wild is a very big one for me. I know you don't feel that strongly about Minecraft, but Minecraft is definitely one for me. You know, Dokapon Kingdom, I guess. They're all very different styles.
Oh, for me, Dokapon Kingdom definitely counts. Like, Dokapon Kingdom was the most fun I had that entire year playing a game.
Well, yeah. It's like, yeah, Undertale, Ghost Trick was pretty big for me, personally, on a very personal level. Thanks.
Yeah, for me personally, Hollow Knight, for the first time, was also like that. Being like, you know, having that feeling of like, oh wow, this is a really good game. Like that, you know, like that special feeling when you're like playing a game, or like for me, like watching a movie or something for the first time, or watching an anime, and just in your head you're thinking like, okay, this is special. I'm gonna remember this. It's such a fun feeling.
That's also why we should rewatch Avatar.
Yes.
Or like Gravity Falls or something.
Now, Avatar's been much longer than... Like, that was a longer time ago.
There was this clip in my recommendations of Gravity Falls, and I watched it, and it made me realize, like, I literally did not remember this joke.
What joke was it?
It's the one where Dipper is like something like, oh, and I'd say that to her face. And then someone knocks on the door, and then it's like, "You're the worst," and just slams the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I did not remember that joke.
Oh, dude, yeah, like it's when Pacifica
like,
asked for help, like.
Yeah. So I'd say that to her face. I need your help. It's just, you're the worst. Door time.
Yeah.
See?
And then just walks away, like, yep.
Yeah. So maybe I should rewatch Gravity Falls. It's been a long while.
Yeah.
We know we gotta do Avatar as well, and yeah. Avatar definitely is no longer.
Yeah, especially like yeah, I watched Avatar like kind of on and off for a long while, just like when it was on TV. So like I'm not sure if I've even like in the first 2 seasons, I'm not sure if I've ever watched them like, you know, like from the beginning to the end.
I have, but it's a while ago. I think after Korra or something I did that. Oh, wasn't like the studio making a new show?
No, they're making... Well, I mean, there's 2 things happening. Yeah, they set up Avatar Studios, and they're working on a feature film, animated also.
Oh wait.
But yeah. And then also Netflix is working on a live-action adaptation of The Last Airbender, which I don't know, fam. I don't know about that.
If you told me this like 6 years ago, I would be like, hey, you know what? Maybe Netflix can do something. But the fact that Netflix has basically become like mainstream media, and they just put out anything at this point instead of being unique. This doesn't fill me with that much hope anymore.
Yeah, and I'm like, I would be like, oh yeah, it could be cool. But then they literally just made a live-action remake of Cowboy Bebop, and it's horrible. Yeah. And so I'm like, no, they're not gonna do it.
Now that is a show I should watch.
Yeah, you should. It's very nice.
Apparently, it's fine to watch it in English, and hey, I kind of prefer that. I'm sorry, Lenny, I'm not a purist.
Nah, sure, do it.
Oh, can I? Thanks, Dad.
I watched it in English. Oh, and you mentioned, were you talking about the Dragon Prince?
No!
Uh-oh, it's the end.
This is the end. Hawk is like a crazy hobo that runs around with this sign. Yeah, the dragon thing. Yeah.
The Dragon Prince, yeah.
I don't fucking know what that's the name. It's just I remember a dragon thing.
Yeah, apparently that's very good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, from what I've heard, like I know my sister loves it and tells me to watch it, and then one of my roommates also saw it and says like, yeah, like the first season is still like a little bit iffy, but after that it becomes very good, and also very, gives real like Avatar vibes.
Hawk, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm capturing your your HQ. I'm gonna use my power. Actually, it's this. Well, I just hope this mech stays where it is if I attack it. Like, if this mech moves, then the recon can come in and attack my infantry. But if it stays, then I'm 100% safe and the mission is over. Well, it should be. I don't think a 4 HP mech... actually, maybe I should just kill the mech. Hold up, let me see if I can do something about this.
If you can, probably should.
Yeah, and I think this works. Can the recon go around? No, it can't. Okay, this works. Not how I usually play this mission. Usually I come from the lower front and go up. But Hawk never sent like any units this way. And I guess I'll just retreat to avoid losing units. Fine, Hawk, you can do whatever. It's I'll destroy your artillery to lower his morale a little bit. Look at those ears. Now I've mentioned them, they're just there, you know? I think that's why Sturm hired them.
Wait, why?
Then you're... What? Lenny?
Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Lenny?
No, why?
Because of his ears.
I mean, they are very impressive. Yeah, maybe he was thinking like, like, oh, with those ears, I bet he'll listen to my commands very well.
Yes. Good point, Lenny. I'm a volcano. That's another reason this mission is annoying, because you have to sit through the animation every time. Adds up, So annoying. Ugh. It's like FP drain in Paper Mario and like HP drain. Ugh.
It's not,
dude.
that
Long
slow.
animations. Like, ugh. It's like actively makes the badge worse. Even though it's like super good FP drain, the fact that its animation is long. Ugh. Bad badge. 0 out of 10 badge. D tier. Well, F tier. I would even put the effect badges higher.
Capped.
Captain?
They've made it this far. We should withdraw for now. Tell the troops they fought well under these terrible conditions.
What do you mean terrible conditions? Sammy porn? I feel like that's pretty good.
Tell them I'm proud of them. Aw, she's so nice.
Yes, Mom. Yes, that was well done.
It was all the soldiers doing. I just nudged them along.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's exactly right. You did nothing!
Eagle, stow that bilge.
However, you weren't terrible, Red. Try to continue not screwing up. Now, hold on a minute, Eagle. Where did he go?
On a plane. Yes, believe it or not, he meant that as a compliment.
I know that. I was just wondering if he couldn't find a better way to do it.
Mission complete.
Mel, look at that volcano.
Nice.
So predictable.
Looks like I survived another day.
I would make a joke, but I don't know how many days the mission took. But you survived like 2 weeks, milady.